but I had zero like online expectations of this. The first trailer in the course of 4 years met maybe like 180,000 views, which is an insane number to me. Like that was it, and I thought that was the audience. Like in 4 years, this is how many people know about it. That's probably the people that are going to see it, and within like a day or two, it was like 1 million people seeing it. And I'm like, this is absolutely bizarre. And there was fan art, there was cosplay, there's people making fake toys. Although I would say I had like this underlying goal where I just wanted people to think like Canadian animation isn't lame, because me and like my friends,
Nice.
like some of them are international, but like yeah, like dude, there's nothing cool coming out of Canada, and there's so many good artists here. Like, come on, we can do good stuff other than kids shows. So, but yeah, that was like maybe one goal. But the other part of your question was, did you say like was my expectations met about this? I think I missed the part of the question.
Yeah, no, you're right, exactly.
That's the question.
Yeah.
Yeah. My expectations for this were definitely met because like the final picture looks and sounds how I wanted. The sound just blew me away. That's beyond expectation on every single avenue possible or measure possible. You talked to David, you know what it was like.
Yeah.
And you don't understand, like in animation, like when you draw something, you see it move, wow. When you clean it up, wow. But then you put a lip sync on it, then it puts life into your animation for real. And then when you hear sound effects on top of it, that just is insane. Like, and when I like when he's like, "Hey, how about this?" and then he just shows me something, I'm like, "Oh, what vile powers do you have? Like, who did you sell your soul to? Like, this is crazy." So artistically, every metric was met, like in terms of like my expectation. But I had zero like online expectations of this. The first trailer in the course of 4 years met maybe like 180,000 views, which is an insane number to me. Like that was it, and I thought that was the audience. Like in 4 years, this is how many people know about it. That's probably the people that are going to see it, and within like a day or two, it was like 1 million people seeing it. And I'm like, this is absolutely bizarre. And there was fan art, there was cosplay, there's people making fake toys. There's like you can't calculate this, and I'm glad I didn't, because if it's insane. Like it's like a Christmas present, but like every day of the week for like 3 months. Yeah.
Why do you think the legend resonated so well with people? I have my own theory, but I just wanted to hear from you. Why do you think it just kind of blew up in that sense?
I thought about this actually, and it's something that I mentioned in the documentary. And actually, I don't mention it, so this is a good place to mention it.
Oh, awesome.
So
exclusive. There we go.
Yeah. So I have two reasons I think why it resonated. One is that all the people who liked it are probably in our age range, and were kids when they enjoyed Dragon Ball Z, and they're not kids anymore. So when they see something new come out, they're like, "Oh, but what about?" But also, you're an adult. You know what I mean? Like, you're not going to enjoy a kid's show the way a kid would. So it's like, but what about, like, what am I supposed to enjoy? It's like, no, what you see is what you get. So when they saw Legend, it's someone who was a kid who grew up on that, but it's trying to make it for myself at this age. So that goes for those people too. So they're getting an adult, aged up version of what they. I mean, it's not taking the story forward. It's kind of like this alternate thing, but they're getting a little taste of what it would be like if they were adults experiencing Dragon Ball Z for adults, and that's how I saw it. And the other reason is, and I don't want to look too much into this, but some people get like emotional when they watch it. Like they'll pause and like they'll tear. Like it's crazy. And I think I know why. It's always at the same place. It's around like when Goku's about to turn Super Saiyan, and I think when you were a kid and you saw that for the first time, you'd never seen in your life anything like that from anywhere, and it just became your new metric of being strong or wanting to train. I'm gonna be a Super Saiyan, Kaioken now. Like, you know what I mean? So like, how many people are running and they say Kaioken and they can just run a little bit further, right?
Yeah.
So but that became everyone's metric, and like, so that effect that Super Saiyan transformation had, it was like this turning point for every kid who wanted to just have that as like part of their enthusiasm in their life. So in my film, when people saw that and they were pausing it and some people were getting emotional, I think the reason is because it was probably reminding them of a time of their life when they were probably the happiest they could ever be. Like when you're a kid, your life is, I mean, I can't say for everybody, but I'm just going to say generally that your life is probably as good as it could be. like you have your family, like you're not an adult, you don't have all these responsibilities, and like things could be really good, you know? You're just thinking about being happy and watching anime and stuff. And I think that they're maybe reminded a little bit of that when they see a new version of a transformation, because it's like you're seeing something new, but it's reminding you of something old, you know?
Jeez, I'm tearing up right now.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Maybe I'm not wrong then, you know? Like, yeah.
Hey, you made it to the end. We really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching this. I'm Ed, host of the Suuuper Anime Podcast. That's Super with 3 U's. If you enjoyed that clip, why not check out some of these? I'm sure you'll love them also. If you want to hear the full episode of the podcast that you just watched, then check out the description box. A link will be there for the full audio episode. Until then, thank you so much. Please do subscribe. It takes a moment for you, but means the world to us, and we'd really appreciate it. Peace.